I must say, Detective Inspector Galloway, that was quite a performance.
In the circumstances, it was.
In the circumstances, I think you ought to count yourself fortunate the judge didn't send you down for contempt of court.
There was no contempt implied or intended. At least it's negligent.
Those account books are central to the prosecution. How on God's earth could you leave them behind?
How was I to know the judge would want to see all of them today?
But the defence is that he was an honest trader, with books, with ledgers, with accounts.
They're all fake.
Mr. Galloway, it's the judge who's in charge of this case, not you. If he wants all the books, he gets them.
Lucky he was on our side.
You think so, do you?
We got an adjournment out of him. Any other judge would have thrown the whole thing out.
And the jury weren't impressed. And I think the police didn't produce them because they got something to hide. They'll see for themselves.
I dare say. But now they're suspicious. And you heard what the judge said.
About what?
About the incompetent way this case was being presented. What do you imagine they're all going to think in there when we produce other evidence? What trust do you think they're going to have in our witnesses?
Look, we'll have the ledgers back in an hour, then they will see for themselves.
All right.
You have made a simple trial of a long firm fraud into a major uphill struggle. And what was until 5 minutes ago an open and shut case is now one where the issue is very much in doubt. And when we continue, Detective Inspector, in 1 hour, 20 minutes, with, I trust, everything here that should be here, you'll see precisely what I mean.
A word. We've never been asked to produce all the exhibits, only a selection. Why this time?
Because he's that kind of judge.
Look, this is down to you. You should have asked us to produce all those ledgers at committal. Then we wouldn't be in this mess.
Detective Inspector
Look, I do my job properly. You do yours.
All right, then out with it. What happened?
Got to go back.
Why?
Judge went balmy because we didn't have all the ledgers. Solicitor didn't ask for them all. Who do they try and blame?
So, what else is new?
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Having a bit of trouble with the case, I think?
Yes, you could say that. Doing about as well as you're doing with that fella Tyson.
I just don't think he's measuring up, that's all.
Tries hard enough. Just doesn't always go in the right direction, that's all.
Take that mugger at Tower Hill. So? Well, have you seen what he's got pinned up on the office wall? Muggers don't work to a schedule. They're not creatures of habit. You know, 9 to 5, an hour off for lunch.
Writing a paper on this, are you?
They're opportunists. They see their chance and they take it, smack.
You're just jealous.
Of what?
Jimmy Carver, CID apprentice.
Oi! Watch it! Oh, Christ!
Look at that. Why'd you do that?
What are you? Looking to self-destruct?
Why did you slam your brakes on?
I stopped to avoid doing what you've just done, you idiot. Running into the back of a taxi cab.
I didn't just run in the back. You pulled out in front of me. You weren't looking behind
Oh,
you.
yes, I was, pal.
Bloody taxi drivers are all the same, aren't they?
You red-headed lunatic. You had my passenger on her knees. Why don't you watch where you're going, eh?
Look, you deliberately cut across me and braked.
Of course I deliberately braked. Do you think I pushed the pedals in there out of whimsy? Do you think I'm practicing the foxtrot?
You have me on my hands and knees, you fool!
Can't you see there's traffic?
Look.
I saw you in my mirror.
Look, you were
There's a road
negligent.
here,
I was
racetrack.
negligent.
You pulled out in front of me.
You were driving too fast, mate. Simple as that.
Nobody's asking you.
He's hold my stockings.
Oh, right, that's it. I'm taking your particulars, mate, and I've got witnesses.
Not me, that's
Witnesses? You call this lot witnesses? You're worse than a mafia, you lot.
Don't do anything silly.
Oh, why not? I mean, why not get a bit of pleasure out of life?
My sentiments entirely. Please,
Oh, nice one. Suppose you're gonna nick me now, are you?
if you like.
What for, scumbag?
Manners, anything you like. You
Oh,
name
all right,
it,
you
got-
start with it.
No. Right, you are Nick now. Breach of the peace.
Bastard.
No, come on, over here.
Right, Napoleon, you.
Right, now, if you don't want any trouble, push off.
I'm not toddling anywhere, mate. You are well out of order.
Fine, you'll be nicked. Obstruction.
Into the back of me.
Right, we're supposed
Get going, I'll sort this lot
Yes,
out.
but-
You'll be late. Look, the ledgers are on the back seat. Go on.
Oi, your light on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get me up the sessions.
Mike. Not him.
Well, you're not nicking him, are you?
That's not the point.
The point is, I'm going to be late.
Look, this is my son-in-law. He's in the upholstery business. You get in touch with him, he'll get in touch with you if you want me in court,
Oh, yeah,
all right?
all right, yeah,
If you want
yeah.
a couch or
Right,
a chair
now
and stuff,
then.
get in touch with him. He's
Come
very
here.
good.
I'm having this cab taken down the Nick. And someone's going to go over it. And if there's anything wrong with it, you'll be off the road for a month, right?
Try it,
You will be
right?
forced to take the test again.
Yes, and
Right,
you,
yeah.
darling, yeah.
Yeah, take
right.
the never took
now,
on the first
let's
place,
pull
did
this
you?
across. Come on,
no,
in there.
you
pull
pull it across.
What the...
damn solid out there.
Why?
I've no idea.
There's no diversions in operation today, are there?
No.
Well, what's causing all the hold-up then?
Maybe it's the other side of the river.
Oh, let's see.
Nobody called a cab?
Why?
Because there's about 400 of them outside.
What the bloody hell's going on? Are they moving?
Well, yeah, but very slowly. It's like a massive traffic jam.
I don't see why we're getting taxis round here. We're on the road to nowhere.
Oh, you know what cab drivers are like. They're always getting lost. Are there any emergency road repairs today, Alec?
Not been informed of any.
No gas leaks, no water fountains?
No.
What's causing all this snarl up then?
I'm not sure the motor car's here to stay, so we're not building any roads.
It's a lot worse than usual, Sarge.
Yeah, what have you got?
What haven't I got? Started everywhere. Bank Street's jammed, the High Street's packed.
Yeah, you'll run out of adjectives before you run out of roads. What about your end?
Well, there's heavy built-up as far as the bridge anyway.
Anything south of the river?
No.
Any accidents?
No?
It seemed to start around a one-way system.
Well, let's go and have a look. Oh, good God.
See what I mean?
Oh, look, he's coming out. Look, get up there and see what's happening at that end, all right? I'll try and stop him. Yeah, all right, all right. Yes, all right. Yes, very clever, very clever. Yes, good morning to you and all.
This is nice for you.
Isn't it nice? All right. Where do you think you're going? Where are you going to go? Yeah, but how are you going to get it? What? So back up.
Ollie,
Where's this lot going?
nowhere.
Well, what's the hold-up?
There's no hold-up. Just heavy traffic. Not the investment in the roads, is there, love?
Come on, we never get traffic like this down here. What's going on?
We're on a protest.
Protest?
A drive-in.
Why?
One of your governors was well out of order.
Oh, really? Which one?
Detective Inspector Roy Galloway.
Oh.
Or Gawling Galloway, as he's known to some of my brethren.
Yeah, well, you'll have to move.
Oh, we can't. A couple of cabs are broken down in mid-street.
Not yet. Not due to break down till 2:30.
Stock exchange.
I'm not for hire.
Why aren't you for hire? He's just got out.
I'm not for hire, mate, that's all.
This is a petition here. I've got over 1,000 signatures, and I'd like to make a formal complaint.
But you're sitting in your taxi.
I'm sitting, I'm driving, but I ain't working.
Well, you ought to be. I don't understand it. There are hundreds of taxis round here, and no one's for hire. I insist you take me to the stock exchange.
Oi, out!
Here. What's the matter with your ears?
Would you mind getting out of my cab?
I insist on my rights. This is a public vehicle.
Now, look. If you don't get out, I'm going to drag you out.
Officer?
All right, come on. Driver? Oh, come on, let's be sensible, eh?
Morning.
Not working?
Have you had a word with him?
No, Kite has.
The unstoppable force meets the immovable object.
Yeah, which is which?
Roy's unstoppable.
It's the other way round.
Do you know, I've never seen taxi drivers so incensed. They're not a placid bunch at the best of times.
I don't care who's in the right. All I know is this place stinks of diesel. Look, Roy, why not call it an accident and have done with it?
Because?
What are you going to do? You're going to fight it all the way to the House of Lords?
I might.
Right. Right, so you're in the right. What difference does it make? All those taxi drivers are going to stick together when they get in front of the judge. They're all going to tell him the same story. Look, why don't you back off now before you make a mug of yourself?
You've been talking to Kite?
Why?
Got the same line of patter from him.
Oh, I must be well out of order then.
How do you mean?
Well, the only time I'm right is when Kite disapproves.
Well, you don't want to start thinking like that, Bob. You get paranoid, leads to obsessions.
That's good. Coming from a man who's got 400 cabs outside with their meters down.
Well?
What are we going to do? Blame it on the Tory government?
Oh, what can I get you, Gov? Scotch and soda? Double if you want to worm your way into my favour. Your favour? You don't see it, do you? See what?
He doesn't know what's bugging you. He really doesn't.
Always look after number one, don't you, Mike? What's that supposed to mean? Of all the cabs in the street, why did you have to pick one who was offering himself as a witness? How do you think it made me look?
What choice did I have? They were all offering themselves as witnesses. I mean, the cabs on the rank at Heathrow all offer themselves as witnesses.
That's probably true. But at least they know about loyalty. Pity you don't.